Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thanks for joining me today for episode number 26 of our continuing series in the Fortress of Anvilseal. Now, episode 25 was kind of uneventful. We got a few things back on track that were certainly not on track. One of them being our farms that we destroyed by causing collapses up here, as I'm sure you recall. And we've got some ponds that are supposed to be getting filled up, and both of them are set correctly. But we just need a few more buckets of water here, and that's going to create the mud that we need downstairs. We've also got our beehives set up here, and they are ready to. We've actually installed quite a few colonies already. That's going to help us brew some mead and make honey as well. Royal jelly, which is something that you can cook into your food. Some dwarves like it. And yeah, we've got a big excavation going on, at least on this side of the volcano of Idgim, where we are basically excavating down. And the plan here is, and this is probably a crazy plan, but that's kind of what Dwarf Fortress is all about, is that this is going to be a lava trench. That's going to run way down the mountain here. And as it goes down the mountain, we are going to actually have to... It's going to be deep. And then on this side, we're going to run another lava trench that runs back this direction. And then this will all get carved and built out. So to that end, there's an incredible amount of work to do. And in order to get these lava trenches set up, and actually, to get the back moat, which is going to go back this direction through here, and link these volcanoes up that way, we are going to have to move this temple, and we're also going to have to do something with our Farmers Guild. Now, I haven't figured out what to do with the Farmers Guild just yet, but we can actually throw this away. This is not that big of a deal. This temple, it's kind of a nice temple. The dwarves do use it. They use both of these, actually. And this microcline is kind of a pity to actually to remove. But it's going to serve a much higher purpose once we get there. Of creating just kind of a big moat around the fortress that's made out of lava. And hopefully any invaders who decide to show up think better of trying to knock in the lava walls. So that's kind of where the fortress is at right now. And yeah, that's where we're at. We're going to keep working on it. I'm hoping to get more stuff done with the bees here, because we don't really have anything set up for them yet. We do have jugs. Or we should have jugs. I should check and see. Yeah, I think we made all the jugs that we need. We're going to need a lot of jugs for the honey and whatnot. And then we'll make sure that the wax and the honey... actually, not the honey, but the wax and the royal jelly go into their appropriate stockpiles. But for now, I think we need a honeycomb stockpile up here so that we can process it. Oh no, that's not. It's not in the farmer's workshop. It's one of these, going to be one of these querns. No, it's not in the querns. Is it in the mills? That's interesting. I don't know where that's at. Now the dwarves are working really hard to bring all of this rock into the fortress. And while I really appreciate that, I kind of wish that they wouldn't haul quite so much. Because it's taking away from other jobs that we could be doing, if I'm being completely honest. We're going to start rehoming some of these temples. Or the main temple, as it were. The one that we really have to take care of. And how long is this? This was 11. So make it 11 here. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's cancel these guys real quick, just before anybody gets uppity and decides they're gonna dig this area out or start building walls that we actually don't need. Throw down some rhyolite floors. Oh, we were lucky there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just that one corner that I wanted to make sure. Get all that lined up. As soon as we get that done, we'll let the dwarves do their favorite thing, which is engrave. And this will be the replacement for that other microcline temple. What are y'all doing? Oops. That's going to be top priority. We'll come back to that once it's a little bit more appointed. And I think we have some... Yeah. Oh, nope, those are not... These are also priority 1 digging spaces, folks. If you could please. And yeah, this has been such a crazy fort so far. I went kind of big with the expectation that, you know, it was probably going to fail. And here we are doing episode 26. And we show no signs of stopping. Oh, hey. Some flowers. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is great. This is exactly what we wanted. I almost forgot. Yeah. There we go. Now we can get rid of these zones. And we're just going to put granite floor over the top of this for now, just so it's sealed back up. You know? Yeah, granite blocks. We got like 2,000 granite blocks. That's also going to be an important priority. And I'm just trying not to cause a collapse here, but I don't know how far back I'm going to need to go. We're doing this one row at a time. We're going to get the honeybee stings all the time now. Let's check these colonies real quick. Yeah, so we got 6 hives going. It's pretty good. Ah. And we got a save coming through. It is early summer of the year 50. And the planet's a soul. That's the planet we live on. The world we're in. Let's do that. Yeah, look at that. Look at all them hammer lords. They don't really even need to train much anymore. Oh, speaking of which, let's make some targets. How do I make targets? I think it's going to be stone. Oh, is it siege? No, it wouldn't be siege. We got to find the place that makes the targets. The thing that makes the targets. We'll go stone workers. Statue, table, throne. Weapon rack. I don't see anything in there. Is it siege workshop? These are arrows. Catapults, bolt throwers. Yeah, okay, so we can make the new bolt throwers. That's cool. Do I need a screw press? Oh, I do need a screw press. Oh, we need to make some screw presses. How do I make screw presses? Oh my goodness. I'm useless. All right, one thing at a time. So we need archery targets, and I do not know how to assemble them. Let's see if we can set some archery targets up here. And maybe you just build them like deployments of archery target. Granite blocks. Howdy doody. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's get rid of this. We'll put 10 over there. Then we're going to make a shooting range. And then we'll move these. We'll move that over there. Let's do firelight, military, weapon rack. Boom. Firelight and armor stand. One, two, three, four, five. Whoopsies. Undo that one. I don't like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is 2 more. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And we won't do anything there. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Great. All right. We're going to have a lot more calves. We're going to be able to be quite selective about who. Coal Ponders has been founded in your day's travel to the northeast and incorporated into your holdings. Thank you. Keep channeling. This is such a slow process. I wish we could do something where it was a little bit easier, you know? But such that it is. Once we get this kind of rolled back, the whole thing is hollow. Yeah, we have a ways to go still. Don't want to cause a collapse. Yep. Okay, we make some zones here. Let's go archery range. Shoot that way, yeah, from right to left. Call them March Dwarves. You know what? Actually, I guess you could run multiple March Dwarves squads and then have them all use the same range and then train in different barracks. Which is interesting, but won't be something that I mess around with in this fort. I don't know if to overlap this or not. Let's overlap it and see what happens. Hopefully nobody gets shot. Cool. Now we don't actually have a squad just yet, but I think that we can find some dwarves who are wanting to fight or doing something like that and potentially drag them into the military. We probably need to do a uniform and get them some armor, which is going to make everybody happy because that's more work to do. But I just kind of want to get over some of the humps that we have here. Got to figure out how to make some screw presses too. And yeah, we do have this stuff taken care of. Sweet. And I think I'm just going to leave this, but we'll channel out, like, this little chunk here. And then we'll just throw a couple of rhyolite walls under there. Nope, not granite. That's not what I meant. Sorry. So much detail. Alright, we need to figure out how to do the screw press as well. Many dwarves make light work. We can actually dig this trench out. Although this is all hollow underneath, so this is going to be another one of those one thing at a time type of maneuvers, I think. And we just won't dig this piece just yet, if that makes sense. So we're just exposing the alunite for what it is. A pretty pink rock. And, yeah, then we can actually probably... I don't know, should we dig down below that? Oh, no, we can't. We literally can't. Don't do that. There's fort under there. So we've dug this little tunnel that went underneath here. It's not really a tunnel, but you know what I mean. It's gone underneath there, and then now our dwarves will be able to access this part of the fort. And this is done with the exception of that, which is disappointing, but it's okay. So there'll be siegers up above them, potentially. And you'll have... Hey, look at that. That's great. Let's do this. Yeah, I'll just make it regular priority, I suppose. Yeah, we might make this a, like, maybe make some floor on that, too. That would be nice. We'll just work our way back on this. Whoa. This is going to take a while, but you know, it is what it is. Engraving some masterpieces, yes, that's good. Now, I was just thinking about this. So I've got this area. We've got the temple up above that's getting taken care of. We need a place for the Farmers Guild. And I don't know where to put them. Maybe we put... I don't know. This is a tough decision, you guys, because once we get this taken care of here, like that temple gets rehomed, we can actually start carving this area out. Well, that and the Farmers Guild, which I don't know where to put. You know what? Actually, I do know where to put the Farmers Guild. Who am I kidding? Kib has been reelected in year 50. Reelected again. He's very very much liked, which is good. You want a good mayor. We need to have the... Yeah, we need to do some armor and creation of another squad, but we're not quite ready just yet. So yeah, I can't do a uniform for them without going in. So here's what we're gonna do. We've got iron helms. Not chain, iron breastplate. Iron greaves. High boot. Gauntlets, is that what it is? Ah. And helm, chest, gauntlets. What am I missing? Shields? I'm missing. I have to go look at these guys' uniforms. High boot, shield, greaves, helm, mail shirt. Oh, you know what? I don't want the breastplates. I want the mail shirt. I feel like I'm missing something in that uniform, though. Let's go back to our jobs. Mail shirt. I guess you put the mail underneath the breastplate, if we're being completely honest about it. Greaves? I think that's what I missed. Nope. Got greaves already. Alright, so let's try this again. We've got helm, greaves, boots, gauntlets, a shield, and a shirt. Yeah, that's fine. Should we do... Let's do... iron crossbows. So 10 of those. We got crossbows, we got the shields, and then we'll make some bone bolts. Because I think we have a ton of bones laying around. I don't know where those go. I think those are on the bone crafters, or like the bone workshop. And then we need to assign... Yeah, we had two fields of plump helmets, if I remember correctly. Excellent. Just grow plum helmets all year round. Let's go back here. This is farm plot 1. And then this is going to be plump farm 2. Welcome back, guys. Those farmers they were getting off easy for so long. This is farm plot 3, which I think is... So this is pigtail 6, mixed plot 5, farm plot, plump farm 1, plump farm 2. So this will be mixed plot 3. And then this is going to be mixed plot 4. Because then we've got mixed plot 5 and pigtails in 6. So I think we'll do pigtails, dimple cups, and dimple cups. That seems to make sense. Then we'll go 4. And we want pigtails, dimple cups. It'll just alternate pigtails versus dimple cups. We'll probably need to do some more creating of stuff. You know what? I figured it out. I just remembered. Now that that's taken care of, which is great. It is a screw press, and it's going to be under farming. I thought. No? Screw press. It's just sitting right out here. Perfect. We're going to do, like, what? 4 of these? Two mechanisms apiece. That'll get us our screw presses to press the honeycomb. We don't need that many. We do not need that many screw presses. Let's put... We don't need that few. We want a few. There we go. And then what this is going to do is it's going to give us a honeycomb stock. Or actually, no, hold on. So you harvest it with a jug. You take it to the screw press. And you process the honey there. And then after that, you're going to get wax, royal jelly. You harvest the colony, you get royal jelly, and you get a honeycomb. The royal jelly you can cook with. The honey, of course, you brew. And the wax you can send to the craft industry, which is fine. Now we can actually do a bunch of stuff with screw presses. Okay. So that's cool. We've got our screw presses going. Let's keep our channelers out here happy. And so when we harvest a colony, you need a place for the honeycomb and you need a jug for royal jelly. Downstairs where the food supply is, It feels like this is the place to put all of the raw food. You know? And then you just go upstairs and brew it. Yeah. And we'll just make a little hole in the floor, or 2 holes in the floor there. Yeah. I like it. It's a great idea. We didn't know what to do with this. We're just going to make this our food stocks. We won't have, like... It might be, you know, we might have to expand this out. I'm totally fine with that. Once that gets done, though... We're really running the miners around a lot right now. Still dwarves hauling boulders by hand. Which means I'm going to ask them to forge some wheelbarrows. Forge lead wheelbarrow. Yeah, give me 10 more. I mean, I love that they're hauling this stuff in. It's great. So, okay. Now we've got our constructions in here. We're going to build some stairs. Boop, boop. Down here, rhyolite blocks. And Bob's your uncle. So basically what's going to happen is you'll be able to come up here and get whatever you need for whatever you're doing in the kitchen. There's a bunch of silver goblets down here. We're still drinking through this stock. We're down to 775 drinks. And we've got so many pots. So yeah, we've got some work to do there. That's okay. We've got some planting done. Excellent. There's just so much to do. Every time I turn around, it's crazy. But I want them to be able to have some honeycomb to cook with because we need a variety of ingredients. And it seems like that's one of the things we're always missing is we can't make our great meals because... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. This entire place up here is going to become a stockpile, I think. And it's going to be food. But it's not going to be prepared meals. It is just going to be all of the stuff that you need, that you might eat. So, yeah, no mead. That's an ingredient. No drink, because we're brewing that. Let's get rid of all of the dye out of this stockpile. Oh, can I just get rid of the dye? Why do the dye and the flour have to be in the same place? Oddly specific, single grain wheat flour, huh? Okay. Fat is okay. Paste is okay. No, is paste okay? No, I don't want paste in here. There's a honeybee wax cake, which is the wax. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Let's not do lye or milk of lime. No unprepareds, because we're just automatically doing that. This seems right. And we should be able to brew drinks from... No, I don't want seeds in this stockpile. What are plump helmets at? plump helmets aren't in here? Oh, yeah, they are. So plump helmets can go in here because we can brew them. But I don't want dimple cups because we're not going to brew those. And I don't want pigtail because those are not going to work either. Max barrels is 126. Food and drink ingredients and grid. That's fine. Let's go back up here and let's check this stockpile. This is set as a seed stockpile. So that's probably good. Yeah, seeds, and you can just do whatever you want with the seeds. That's where we want them to go. Perfect. So that means this is set, and you know, this stockpile, can we view the stockpile? Yeah, so where are we going to take from? And the question is, this one here. Done. I have to be careful with this because food that's not in a stockpile will rot. So that's our booze stock. This is going to take stuff, again, from downstairs, from this gigantic food stock monstrosity. We still have a ton of drink. We're down to 768, which I think dwarves drink 5 times a season, so 100 drinks, 100 dwarves, that's 500 drinks a season, or 20 a year, so 2,000 drink a year. And we probably need to ramp this up, but I don't want this. I guess we can actually just say no more drinking down here. No more drink down here. None. And none. And none. Cool. We're getting there. This is a big mess. I've been trying to clean this up for what feels like decades now. Many episode we have waited for Ankh to clean his mess. We'll see if they can do some hauling there. There's so much rock on the surface, they're probably not going to, but we're keeping them busy. That's for darn sure. Still wheelbarrowing stuff like all around here. I should cap this off. Make you guys all go out the front door. But that's longer right now. We have no way to protect this though, so Shem Al-Katin has been struck by a fey mood. Interesting. He's gathering items. We're out of bones. That's a piglet. Let's wait until it grows up, and then we'll eat it. What do you think of that? Yeah. We shall wait. He's still gathering items, I suppose. Oh, look at, they're bringing it up. Excellent. Hopefully this is like plump helmets and sweet pods and fat, cave wheat. Look at that. Excellent. Oh, look at, you're bringing other stuff up here too. This is great. stray yak bull has grown up. We can take care of that. He's weak. Don't like that. How old is this bull? 5 years old. High stamina. I like that. That's what we want, but we're not getting it. Which I don't get why, but you know what? I'm not... Wish the dwarves could do something. This is a lot. We're going to have tons and tons of yak meat. And we'll be able to make more bone bolts. Still gathering items. That's fine. Why are you guys hanging out there? Let's get rid of some of this. Stay away from the bees. There we go. It is midsummer in the 50th year. And things are still going very well. We've got quite a few motivated dwarves. They want to get stuff done. I think I'm going to start building this leading wall. We can at least go a little ways with it, right? Sure hope Balloonite is lava safe. I think it is. I looked last time. And we got other stone. Alunite is lava safe. Got 10 more wheelbarrows. This is granite floor, so we need to cover that with the lunite as well. Do, 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 do. Oops. You probably want to build... You don't want to... You can't build the wall up in the air? Come on. That leading edge is almost down here. Oh, this is going to be crazy if it works. And if it doesn't work, well, we'll just start a new fort. Hey, another migrant wave's coming, guys. Some migrants have arrived. We're up to 97. $98. Yeah, I think we're at 98. That's not bad. Let's see. Shall we meet the migrants? Let's meet the migrants. I can find the right thing to do. Yeah, 4 new arrivals. Zan, 68-year-old male. Zan, ceiling gorged. Accomplished dissector, pump operator, wound dresser, and shearer. Values loyalty, tough, high stamina, recovers slowly, private, and musical. You are you? A good old dwarf. Yeah, welcome to the fortress. Welcome, Zan. He's just chilling. Excellent. Strand extractor. That's I think our second strand extractor. 85-year-old male. Good spatial sense. Recovers slowly. Low stamina. Fact-oriented, creative, and developed empathy. Segan handle taxed. He can do whatever. Yep. Good day to you, sir. You're probably not going to be a strand extractor for long. Seabrick Astamistim. Bastablistard. 52-year-old female, adept mechanic, and a novice siege operator. I see things going good for you here. And she brought herself a puppy. Musical, good with language, not inclined to abstract. Values romance, good memory, artistically inclined. Welcome, Seabrick. And last but not least, of our 4 arrivals, is Ast. Guild Scoured. A 69-year-old male who is a carpenter and a fish cleaner. He's very friendly. Has a lot of will, musical, orderly, poor intuition, and disdains craft work. Well, you don't have to worry about doing crafts. We don't do a lot of them here. It's mostly hard, back-breaking labor. So maybe prepare yourself for something along those lines. Keep digging this back here. Oh, yes. And we were moving a temple. Let's get some doors. Throw some granite doors on there. Looking good. Yeah, all the food is coming up here. Excellent. So then anyone who's cooking doesn't actually have to do anything. And we've actually got dwarves that are drinking in the tavern. That's great. This should be the tavern. Yeah, tavern and dining hall. Cool. Okay. And Shem El-Katan has begun his mysterious construction. So working away. That's good. Do we have more stuff down here? I feel like we still gotta haul a lot. No. Just a ton of pots. There's pigtails on the floor, so I don't want to delete it. That's whatever. It's 4 pigtails. And we got a pigtail bag, plump helmet spawn, cave spider silk bag. What is in here? Just a bag. Whole bunch of plump helmet seeds. I feel like those need to go upstairs. Do they not? Do we not have a spot for them? We do have a spot for them. And if I click seeds and look in here, it's plump helmet. Yeah. Oh, hey, did they brew some drinks? Did that kick off? We should probably bring this up to 500. I think that'll work. Hopefully you don't run out of booze. This is not a lot of planting here, guys. I might have to, like, scale back exactly how much we are digging right now. Just so the dwarves get a chance to do what dwarves do. Uh-oh. Did I not do something? He forgot a demand? Uh-oh, Seabrick. What's going on? What did we miss, Dabbles? He's socializing right now. He's pretty happy. Let's look at his thoughts. He's fine. He kind of just hangs out down here and does his own thing most of the time. So, there's that. Phyllite. Orthoclase. Cobaltite. More phyllite. Okay. Oh. Well. They're chanting. That usually means happiness. I think, doesn't it? Shemal Catton, the stoneworker, has created Thobalram, a phyllite ring. She offers it to the mighty Anvils. Thobalram, thank you. That's very nice of you. Let's take a look at where this thing's at. This is a phyllite ring. 9,000! All Kraftsdorf ship is of the highest quality as it encircled with bands of rectangular phyllite cabochons, silver and sheep leather. The object menaces with spikes of phyllite, yak bone, goat leather, naked mole dog leather, and iron. On the item is an image of dwarves in phyllite. The dwarves are traveling. The artwork relates to the foundation of Anvilseal by the mighty Anvils of the tapered irons in the early spring of 41. On the item is an image of Twig Charmed, the Mahogany Canyon, the granite bracelet in hungry head leather. Beautiful. And we will put it on display. Rest assured. Right up here. This is a special place for it. Oh, nope. There's something already there. Nothing here. Thobalram. Excellent. And then these should be all prepared meals. Yeah, look at all that. The dwarves have quite a selection that they can work off of here. Do we have our tavern set up correctly? Citizens only. Chess and common area. Stored instruments. We don't have a lot of instruments. We've got our performers. Yeah, that's good. We have a nanny goat that just became, or a kid that just became a goat. What is this? What did I just do? Did I mine some channels? Just up there. Okay. So, Domes Legastodoc. Yeah, just came of age. Hey. Lush Clasp. It's a planter and a milker. But we'll give him a chance. This is... Oh, Antalath. Alath's nephew. Mother's nephew. Interesting. His father is not Seabrick, interestingly enough. But he's here in the fortress. Grown to become a milker. And now looks like he's out pushing a wheelbarrow back and forth, which is great. Okay, so... Oops. Squad here. Do I need actual places for them to store the bolts? I guess not. Yep. All right. We have got... I think we've got all of our labors done. Do we have all of our labors done? All of our forging. We've got 70 bone bolts. Yep. That's looking good. We can move this tavern. I'm sorry, temple. Let's actually do that. Let's begin that process right now. This is the Mahogany Chapel, and it's dedicated to the doctrines of coloring. And that was one of our first temples. No, it's the second temple. So, I've got to remember this. So, Adil... Oh, gosh. I always forget. It is Adil Koloral and Aerith Zasmozir. They're the Sacred Paint and the Performer for this temple. We got 20 worshippers here. 5,400 value. Do we have offering places over there? And I also need to check one other thing, that we're not using a Lunite in any of this stuff. Because that would be bad. We need the Lunite for another project. Just saying. No, okay. So then we need to make some altars. Okay, yeah. Let's just do... What kind of altar can we make? Let's do gold altars, huh? And we can do 5 of those. And then... Oops. I got Phyllite coffers in here. We can do some statues. I'm not going to make special statues, just make a few. And what are we going to do? Let's do 6 of those. That's glazing. I don't want that. Rock statue. Do 6 of those. And we're going to specify the stone. Let's see. Oh, I guess I would need to use stuff that I actually have laying around. That would be good. Orpiment, sure. Once we get the statues done, we can put 2 chests. Actually, we can just put a few coffers by the side of the entrance here. This is going to be a little bit different. It'll be 1, 2, 3 statues and then a bunch of things around the side. It'll be cool. Once that's done, then we will... Yeah, they're moving that stuff now. Or not moving it, but they're taking it down. But yeah, this is all engraved. We still need refined coal. We still need refined coal. And then above ground here... Oh, where are you going, little dwarf? He's going to fish. Good on you. Good on you, dwarf. This is almost taken care of here. And I think we're just going to do, like, straight out to here. And we're just going to extend this volcano. Now, it's going to come out up here. Because we'll fill these up so that they're at the same level. Right? They're going to be... Lava tops are going to be at 60. So this is going to get filled up. And then everything will be coming out at this point, I think. So we don't actually have to worry too terribly much about that. Banning certain exports, that's fine. And then we can basically just, like, this will all be usable space. It'll be kind of nice. Let's build up some alunite walls out here. Oh, hey, we made some aluminum? Interesting. And keep putting in walls of alunite. Oops. I don't know if we'll be able to get out. Yeah, we should be able to get out because we just walk along the walls. Stray yak cow. Excellent. What does that do for us here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could actually probably milk the goat too. So that's just going to be 10 animals. If we see job cancellations, we won't milk the goat. Okay, we don't have enough gold to make the rest of those altars. How many did we make? We can't forge any of them, so we'll forge silver altars. And I think we want 3. Oh, you're going to finish that? Great. Thank you. Excellent. We'll build this the leading walls of this thing, which is by leading I mean just these edge walls here. Just so we know kind of where we're going. I think I want it at 60 because it's over here at 60. Yeah, it is over there at 60. It's going to be a lot of Balloonite, you guys. It's a little ridiculous. But it's going to give us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's going to give us a bunch of space in here. Which is cool. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually pretty excited. This is going to be neat. Once it's done. If it makes it. That's always the question. If it makes it. Yeah, okay. Another cow. We're going to get rid of a cow. It's one at the top of the list. That's the one you get rid of. If you ever wonder why. Why would we do that? That's why. The top of the list. Go ahead and resume that. Actually gonna... No, that's fine. You can keep digging that. The dwarves are actually very good at hauling things and keeping things clean if you give them the time to do it. I just never do. And then, you know, we've got all these messes on our hands. Which is embarrassing, but I don't know what to say, you know. Lavish meals. We're back up above the drinks cap. Yeah, I think they'll be able to keep up. We'll keep a close eye on that, though. If it starts dropping, we'll have to be really careful. And we certainly don't want... any kind of bad situation like we had before. I'm sure some of you remember exactly what I'm talking about there. We also do need to channel over here. We'll make it second priority. But I want to get rid of... Yeah, I can. That should be fine for now. Well, something happened. I didn't see a notification that anyone was fighting. We got to pick out some dwarves for our Marks Dwarf, squadron. And I haven't figured that out quite yet. Ooh, that was close. We did almost crank into the fortress there. But I do want to get this down to the right height here. Oh, wait. So elevation 60 is lava. And elevation... Did this get turned off? It did. Yeah, so this will need to also be retaken care of. Another yak calf. We're going to run out of yak meat so fast, you guys. There's going to be so much of it. Yeah, so we can do... I think this is fine. I didn't want to do it back here just until I knew exactly what, but 62, we can probably even go down to 61. So we could go one more layer if we really wanted to. I don't want to do that here, though. Some more gems to take care of. And this is where all of our, like, plump helmet and fat and wheat. This probably doesn't belong here, does it? I haven't done anything with the wheat. More yak bolts. Which is great. I don't know which dwarves I'm going to pick for this Mark's Dwarf squad. I'm still kind of at a little bit at a loss. Yeah, we can go all the way back to there. Bumblebees? Okay. Lapis lazuli just laying around. That's pretty crazy. This is where you have to start being careful because you don't want to actually crack into this thing before you're supposed to. Ask me how I know. I've done that many, many times. Oh, no. I'm not going back, though. If that happens, that's the death of the fort. And we just move on, you know? Hopefully it won't happen. I don't think it'll happen. But yeah, this all got carved out, so we'll just have to, like, channel this, and then it'll be done. But we've got a little ways to go on that. Right, we've got plenty of work out here to do. Yeah, we'll have to build some scaffolding, I think. It's going to be a big project. I'm excited to see how it goes. Let's check. Oops. There's still a plant pot down here with dimple cups and pigtails. Yeah, if those rot, I don't care. We're deleting this stockpile. That's a huge victory. Deleting the stockpile that we made so long ago for all of our junk. Hey. Let's see here. Are these stockpiles okay? Yeah, okay, that rule just went away. Excellent. Okay. Native gold we struck. This is excellent. Definitely have some more digging to do there. And I think it's time to make our temple here. this was for, what was it, Doctrines of Coloring? Yeah. We're going to assign it as a temple. And there's the Doctrines of Coloring. 20 worshippers of Udar, which is the god of rainbows. Yeah, 5,100. Only members can visit. Adil Koloral. Okay, so she got transferred over as a sacred paint. And we need Aerith as our performer. Excellent. So we haven't actually broken their deal. And now we can delete this one. Which is great because we can do that. All of this stuff gets removed. And we can do this. I don't know if this is actually going to do any good. Probably shouldn't be that priority, though. That's all right. We give the miners priority 1 things all the time. Can you imagine being a miner and they're just like, you have to dig this right now. No, you have to dig this other thing right now. Right? Like, someone just left this. They were going to do it. But no. This is kind of unusual here. Can we mill some wheat? Yeah, we can. Let's mill. Let's not get crazy. We need to mill that wheat, but we've got a lot of stuff going on here. So let's do that first. This will be the last full row. And they made actually quick work of getting all of the food stock up here. There's just 1 plant pot up here. 2. Which just has a bag in it, so it's not really that big of a deal. That's got 3 dimple cups. I do think that we've given the dwarves more work than they can handle. And that is, frankly, kind of embarrassing. Now I have to not cause a cave-in. Don't cause a cave-in. So far, we've done actually pretty good this episode. We haven't caused a cave-in. Mandated the construction of certain goods. What certain goods do you mandate? 2 more puzzle boxes. So we got to make some more toys. We'll make rock toys because we're being economical. I'll make them out of granite. Did we not get these goats assigned to the pasture? What's going on here? I see goats wandering around. Oh yeah, of course. Put all the animals in the pasture. Don't really care. And yeah, then we can actually start channeling down here and deciding how wide this needs to be. And yeah, then we just got to move the farmer's workshop somewhere, or the farmer's guild somewhere. Part of me thinks that we just kind of open this up here and just kind of move it northwards. We just hollow all of this out, right? And then this is where they work, this is where they plant, that's where they guild. I kind of like that. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's do that. Then it'll be just these three after that. We still got quite a bit of work to do on that. This is going to be like a multi-year project, I think, for these dwarves. First, we're going to get these volcanoes leveled, like they'll have the same lava level. And then after that, then we'll fill this mode up. Lots of Alunite along here that we could probably replace too, if we wanted to. There we go. Well, that part of it's done, which is great. And we've just kind of chosen an arbitrarily long swath here that will just empty out at some point. I don't know if I'll put the scaffolding along the outside. It might make sense to do that. Did we get our toys? Yeah. Oh, he wanted a lead cabinet, and he got one, I guess. Cool. That's looking good. We've got this whole mess of pots down here. There's 6 dimple cups downstairs. And nobody really wants to go after those. I can't really blame them. Oh no. Don't want bins in there. Cutting gems. Smelting gold. Oh, good. Oh, and I totally forgot. We didn't actually put our statues or anything in here, so this is going to get a little bit nicer. Sorry, dwarves. So, we've got some statues we're going to put along the side walls. Opperment statues. And then we've got some silver offering plates, I think it was. Yeah, offering places. We'll put your hornblende altars back in there. How's that sound? And then we'll do 2 silvers, and we'll leave 1 silver for some other reason. I think is the right move there. Okay, and then I think the last thing that we're going to try and get done for this episode is really going to be... Actually, I'm sorry, I lied. We're going to do that. And then what this is going to do is we'll get this taken care of, and then we can move this this guy here. And even if this is like less than 8, I think that's all right. But yeah, that's looking good. Let's go over to our screw presses, and what we want to do is, I think we have royal jelly. Oh no, we haven't started harvesting from the bees yet. So we do need to do that. And in order to do that, yeah, these are ready to be split. So real quickly, the way that I understand this working is you want to keep half of your hives to basically install colony when ready. So when the hive splits, you just take the colony and put it in an empty hive. I say that we do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11. So we'll do 6 that we harvest from. So this is destroys colony, requires a jug, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get a honeycomb, you get a jug of royal jelly, which will go downstairs, and then we're just going to make a little stockpile in and amongst this. And I'm hoping that I do this right, because this is the part that's always kind of screwed me up, is that I don't do the stockpiling right, and then all of a sudden things get kind of goofy. So what we want in here is we want a honeycomb stockpile, which, we can't do that. So you pull the honeycomb out, and you have to process it. And I think, let's just look at the food options here, because I know it's in food. Where does that come from? Is it animal extract? So the royal jelly and the honey. Yeah, and I'm okay with the animal extract being there. It's just the... Where do I put the honeycomb? That's the thing. This is supposed to be a honeycomb stockpile. That's the wax cakes. Don't really care about that. Is there honey in here? Honeybee wax. So I don't know where they're going to put the honeycomb. But that's okay. So as soon as they harvest one of these 6, what we're going to do is we're going to create a honeybee job. Actually, it's going to be a screw press job, and it's going to be to screw press honey from honeycomb. And this will give us the wax cake and the honey. And then it's going to give us, we get a jug of royal jelly, which we can use to cook with. So what we need is a honeycomb. So we'll just do 1, so it triggers right away. And the amount of non-pressed honey-bearing honeycombs is greater than 0, which is not right now, then we'll do that. That will give us a jug of honey, the jug of royal jelly, and the wax, which maybe we'll put in the craft industry at some point. That might be the only job that we need. Let's just keep an eye out and we'll watch for a moment and see if our good stunties will figure that out. Because I think some of these are ready to be split. Oh, the dwarves are just walking by. So we have, looks like 3 that are ready to be split. Dabbles wants us to build something for him. Oh, I'm sorry, Kib does. He wants us to make 2 bolts. Sure. Copper bolts. He's ready, ready, ready. Not ready. Yeah, so we've got 2 that are ready. It's just a matter of getting the job to pop up, I guess. Where's the labor again? Why? No, that's not what I want either. I want tasks. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but we are waiting for it to happen. And you guys are going to keep getting stung, so you may as well get used to that. But it is fun to watch them get the bees, and then they'll have the honeycomb and the jug, and then we'll get honey. We can make mead with it. That's what I wanted to do. We need the mead job. Make mead. This is going to go right up with the booze as far as priority is concerned. I know it probably doesn't matter, but if something horrible were to happen, I don't want to have to like juggle the priorities, if you know what I mean. Almost to the top. It's even above lavish meal. Let's make mead. And then honey containing items is greater than one. We'll do 2. And the amount of drinks is less than 500. Actually, you know what? We can do, it'll be like a soft catch. So we'll have the mead lead the rest of the brewing, so that whenever that means we'll always be making mead, but we're going to have much less of a supply of mead, you know. So honey containing items less than 2, greater than 2, and drinks less than 750. And I think that'll work. Then we're going to make... Did I have greater than 2 honey containing items? Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, we're going to watch the dwarves here, but we're going to close out episode 26. Thank you so much for joining me today. This has been a very interesting episode, and as we go forward with some of the big projects, it'll be really interesting to see where everything goes. The fort's gotten quite large. It's not the largest fort that I've ever played, but it's certainly nothing to sneeze at. So, more to come, guys. Thanks for joining me today in Anvilseal, and as you go on about your day, well, don't forget to hit someone with kindness. We'll see you next time.